get you guys recording so you guys can see all of your glory here later on. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. All right, we're off and running. Helsel going to be leading us out. Helsel pushing a little wide. Eastegulian looking to the inside. Brown in tow with Rockwell and Vaca in chase. Eastegulian looks to the inside. Brown to the inside. Oh, your pole sitter puts it upside down. So leading us out is going to be Daniel Eastegulian. Looks like Rich Brown, he gets it wrong. That's going to move Rockwell now into the 2. Brown going to be into the top 3. Vaca in the 4. Helsel in the 5. Remember, drivers, make your passes clean, have a little fun. I will need 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Oh, Helsel. Break in the right rear. Rough bit of luck for Vince. So Eastegulian leading out. Brown in the 2. Rockwell in the 3. First and second in front of the driver's stand. They go. Eastegulian got a rear view mirror full of Rich Brown. Brown channeling his inner on-road prowess. Through the back jump section. Race number 2. 17.5 Expert B main event. You are up next. 17.5 Expert two-wheel drive stock. B main. You are up next. That's Weir Dodge, Meyer, Clenshaw. You cats are up next. Eastegulian leading out with Brown in tow. Rockwell into 3. Vaca in the top 4. Eastegulian pushes it wide. Brown slides to the inside and then goes way wide through that back corner. Brown shaking like a leaf on a tree, gets into Eastegulian, and here comes Rockwell around the outside. You guys got to work together, top 2, trying to find your way into that B-main event. With a minute 50 in, 3:10 to go. It is Rockwell leading out, Eastegulian in the 2. Brown and Vaca, the dynamic orange twins, 3 and 4. Race number 2, 17.5 Expert B-main event. You guys are up next. Race number 3, 17.5 Lock Timing B-main event. Be thinking about it. Nicely done, Kelly. Good job. Rockwell leading out. Eastegulian in the 2. Brown got the afterburners on. Working on the same straightaway as Eastegulian now with 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Nope. I will be bumping 3 from the B. Yep. Because main events were already posted at that point in time before I knew he was leaving. So that's why I say you guys need to let me know sooner rather than later before I get mains posted. So then I adjust accordingly. Eastegulian puts it upside down. Brown into the 2 now. So in our 17.5 Lock Timing B-main event, let's keep it clean, guys. 17.5 Lock Timing B-main will be bumping 3 into the A-main. Rockwell leading out. Eastegulian in the 2. Now Brown and Vaca going at it for 3 and 4. Race number 2, two-wheel drive Expert Stock B-main event. You guys are going to be up next. Two-wheel Expert Stock B-main, you will be up next. With a minute 15 to go, drivers, minute 15 to go. And I will need at least 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 2. And I'll probably need about 4 volunteer corner marshals after race number 2. Again, I'll be needing a lot of volunteer corner marshaling to help me out in the early goings on. And then once we get into our later race program, we should be good on marshals. But again, you guys hear me calling for volunteers, please hop on out there, help me out. Eastegulian and Brown still going at it. Rockwell spins it sideways. Eastegulian looking to the inside. So first, second, and third coming down the front straightaway. Rockwell gets it wrong off the end of the straightaway. Here comes Brown to the inside. So now Brown in that final transfer spot. Eastegulian leading out. Brown in the 2. He gets it wrong. Rockwell going to find his way back up into the top 2 with 30 seconds left to go. With under 25, they should get by for one more lap, and then it's going to be a race to the line for final transfer spots. In front of the driver's stand they go with 15 seconds Left on the master clock, it is Isagulian leading out. Rockwell in the 2, Brown in the 3, Vaca in the 4. With 5 seconds to go, Vaca's going to get by for a white flag lap. And that is going to be time. Finish lap here on. Rockwell gets into it with a back marker. Brown gets into a back marker. Isagulian trying to keep his nose clean. Time has expired. It's going to be a run to the line. Who's got it? Who wants it? Isagulian going to take the top. Rockwell in the 2. Brown going to finish out top 3. Waiting on 2, guys. I'm waiting on 2. Byers, you are done. And Mr. Vaca in the top 4. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 2. Two-wheel drive expert stock coming up at you next. B-main event. I will need 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out race number 2. 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out race number 2. Isagulian and Rockwell, you are bumped into that 21.5 lock timing B-main event. That's race number 4. All right, race number 2, two-wheel drive expert stock, B-main event. You can roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Dylan Dodge. Black Stallion.
It's going to be Paul Weir on
Niels
the pole. Dylan Dodge on the 2.
Logan
Meyer on the 3. Nils Clenshaw on the 4. Again, I am going to be looking for quite a few volunteer corner marshals. I got Helsel there. I got Rockwell there. Byers there. Thank you, Brooks. Mr. Vaca, if you want to help me out over here on cone 6. And with that being said, no more laps. No more laps. Andrew, I got Mr. Vaca coming over here, so we are cleared for takeoff. All right, I got Daniel on 1.
1 minute to the start of the race.
We're looking good, Andrew. Thank you very much. I appreciate you hopping out there. Here's your two-wheel drive expert stock B-main event. Top 2. Kind of punch their dance card into that A-main event. We're on the pole.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Dodge on the 2, Meyer on the 3, Clenshaw on the 4. Diego, you're marshaling on 2. Diego. Marshaling on 2. Drivers ready, marshal
30 seconds
ready.
to the start of the race.
At the sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Paul Weir leading us out. Dylan Dodge in the 2. Meyer in the 3. Clenshaw in the 4. I will need about 4 volunteer marshals after this race. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing B-main event. Coming at you next. Dodge and Meyer going at it. Through the pitcher's mound they go. Meyer backing it down. Paul Weir running like a rabbit scared off the end of the straightaway. Dodge in the 2, Meyer in the 3, Clenshaw, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. All close. Meyer hooks up a pipe. Clenshaw now finds his way up into the top 3. Meyer gonna drop it to the 4. Nicely done, Logan. Good job. Paul Weir leading out. Dylan Dodge in that 2 spot. Watch coming out front. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing B-main event. That is Russell Pukowitz, Knowlton, Romero, Saw, Valenci, Butterfield, Lynn, 8-car dance. You guys are up next. You're going to be bumping 3 from your B-main into the A-main. Dodge puts it upside down. Meyer to the outside and finds his way. Ooh, my goodness. And good job, guys. Thank you, Mr. Vaca. Good job. Experts, after all. You guys are amazing. So now Clenshaw going to find his way up into the top 3. Logan Meyer in that final transfer spot. Clenshaw going to set his sights on Meyer. In the aftermath, Paul Weir. Meyer gets it wrong. Clenshaw now going to find his way up into the top 2. Paul Weir with his cheering section in tow, a.k.a. Leffler and Lazy Eye. That's like TLC, but, you know. Oh, my goodness. That did not need to be seen. Paul Weir leading out. Clenshaw and Meyer through the back triple section they go with 2 minutes in, 3 to go. It is Clenshaw with a rear view mirror of Logan Meyer. Hey, Paul, why don't you just focus on racing? Race number 3. 17.5, a lock timing B-main event. Coming at you next. I am going to need about 4 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with race number 3. Clenshaw and Meyer going at it through the back triple section. They go. Through the pitcher's mound. Meyer looking high, looking low. Nowhere to go. Clenshaw shutting the door. Paul Weir trying his best to find his way into that 8-man event. Clenshaw and Meyer working their way through the slant straightaways. With 3 minutes and 2 to go, 3 and 2 to go. It is Clenshaw in the 2. He gets a little wrong through the drop down. And go. Good job. So now Meyer going to find his way up into the 2. Clenshaw into the 3. Paul Weir. Normally finding his way into that A main. Who am I kidding? Leading out. Watch it out front, watch it out front. Clenshaw getting it wrong, going to drop off the back door. Meyer. Paul Weir leading out, 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Weir on top. Clenshaw in the 2. Meyer dropping it to the 3. Thank you, sir. Nils Clenshaw sitting in the final transfer spot, trying to punch his dance card into that A-main event. Meyer giving it all he's got, Compton. He's got 40 seconds left on the master clock. Might be too little too late. Clenshaw keeping his nose clean. Paul Weir for another trip around the block. Leading out in your 2-wheel drive expert stock B-main event. I will need 4, at least 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 3. Clenshaw going by. Meyer going to make it by for another lap. And it's going to be a white flag lap with less than 5. Dodge should get by for another, and he does. Paul Weir. Got you at the line. You are done. Paul taking the win. Clenshaw keeping it down. He's going to find his way into that A-main event. Logan Meyer going to be in the top 3 with Dylan rounding out my top 4. And that is a race waiting on 1. I'm waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers, start blowing off your areas. Will and Clenshaw, you guys are in that A-main event, race number 11. I am going to need about 4 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with race number 3. 4 volunteer marshals to help me out race number 3. Again, hold the cars while the blowers are on the track, gentlemen. Mr. Lynn, thank you. And marshals to your spots, You guys can roll them out, check them in. It's going to be Robert Lynn on the 8, Nico Butterfield on the 7, Nick Valencia on the 6, Joe Saw on the 5, Tim Romero on the 4, Chris Knowlton on the 3, Michael Pukowitz on the 2, Brian Russell on the pole. Again, top 3 are finding their way into that A main event. And I am looking for 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. And with that,
1 minute to the start
we
of the race.
are no more laps. We've got our cars lined up. 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. 1 marshal on cone 1.
.45 seconds to the start of the race.
Russell on the 1, Pukowitz on the 2, Knowlton on the 3, Romero on the 4, Joe
30 seconds
on
to
the
the start
5,
of the race.
Valencia on the 6, Butterfield on the 7, Lynn on the 8. Yep, right there. All right, I got a clear check out of everybody. Let's keep it clean, drivers. Top 3 finding their way into that A main. I want a nice clean
15 seconds to the start of the
That's
race.
Sound of the tone. Nice. Good. And game on. Watching center. Thank you, James. Leading us out early on, it is going to be Brian Russell, Chris Knowlton, Pukowitz. Looks like Joe Saw in the 4. Lynn in the 5. Oh. Watch come by start-finish line. Good job, guys. Keep it clean. Russell leading us out. Knowlton in the 2, Pukowitz in the 3, Butterfield in the 4. And it's going to, whoa, easy there, turbos. One minute in, 4 to go. Race number 4. The Marshall out front. That'll be my 21.5 lock timing B main. Back out up front, it is going to be Brian Russell on top. Knowlton in the 2, Pukowitz in the 3. First, second, and third, working through the slant straightaways. That is Brian Russell on top. Through the backside triple. Knowlton through the backside triple. Here comes Knowlton and Pukowitz. Now Pukowitz up into the top 2. Brian Russell down the front straightaway in front of the driver's stand. Pukowitz in the all blue and white. Knocking on the back door. In the 3 is going to be the white, blue, and yellow of Knowlton. In the 4 is going to be Mr. Saw. Valencia in the 5. Butterfield and Romero and Lynn. All going at it. Nico, that'll be the leader working with you next. Please hold your line. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Russell put it upside down. Pukowitz, let's keep it clean, kids. Russell leading out. Pukowitz in the 2. Thank you, Nils. Good job. Knowlton in the 3. Nico, you got leader and second work with you. Please hold your line. With 2:40 in, 2:20 to go. You're watching race number 3, 17.5 lock timing B main event here on round 4 of your Saturday Spring Series here at Hobby Action Raceway. Watch it out front. Thank you, Mr. C. Brian Russell leading out. Pukowitz in the 2. Knowlton in the 3. First and second. Through the slant straightaways. Through the backside triple. Knowlton sitting in the top 3. That'll be third. Work with you there, Mr. Lynn. Please hold your line. 3:45 in. 1:15 to go. It is Russell on top. Pukowitz in the 2. Watch on the back center, watch in center. Brian Russell leading out. Pukowitz in the 2, Knowlton in the 3. Russell right now working in front of the driver's stand. Pukowitz in front of the driver's stand with 45 seconds left to go. You're watching race number 3, our 17.5 lock time. Oh, Russell hooks up a pipe That's going to move Pukowitz into the top spot. Knowlton still sitting in a good solid 3. Lynn and Butterfield going at it for 7 and 8 with 3rd knocking on their back door. Chris, you got a good, solid 3 spot, so no reason to force it out right now. With under 20 to go, under 20 to go, under 20 to go. Less than 15, less than 15. Saw going to be in the top 4. Watching center, watching center. Thank you, Nils. Butterfield getting it wrong. That's going to move Lynn back into the top. With less than 5, guys, less than 5. Watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. That is time. Everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. Joe Saw in the top 4. You are done. Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Thank you, Ronnie. Brian Russell, you are done. Valencia, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Waiting on everybody else. Waiting on Pukowitz, Knowlton, Lynn, and Butterfield. Waiting on a couple. And that is a race. All stop, all stop. Taking the win, Brian Russell. Pukowitz in the 2, Knowlton in the 3. Russell, Pukowitz, and Knowlton, you guys are bumped into that 17.5 lock timing A main event. That'll be race number 12. Drivers from race number 3, I need you guys to turn them off, put them down. I need all 8 of you back on the track to corner marshal, please. I'm sorry, what? All right, drivers from race number 3, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 3, I need you guys back on the track, please. Race number 4, 21.5 lock timing B main event. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Nico, back on the track, corner marshal for me, bud. Roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Shane Theobald.
Open corner right over here on cone 5.
Michael Ambrose. Josh Helsel.
It's going to be Sean Rockwell on the 10.
Daniel
Julian on the 9. Josh Helsel on the 8. Chris Byers on the 7. Mike Ambrosewitz on the 6. Mike Cock on the 5. Shane Theobald on the 4. Cody Penley on the 3. Mike Hastings on the 2. And Kyle Penley on the pole.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
And East Julian, last one by. East Julian, last one by.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
No more laps. No more laps. Get our cars lined up. No more laps. We'll get our cars lined up. Penley on the pole.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
2. Penley on the 3. Theobald on the 4. DeCock on the 5. Ambrosewitz on the 6. Byers on the 7. Helsel on the 8. East Segulian and Rockwell.
Less than 5.
Doing a little bump and 2. Your B main event. There are cars lined up. Daniel, you can move up a spot into the 9. Fantastic. All right, 21.5 lock timing, B main event. Drivers ready, marshals ready. I got all my marshaling spots covered. Let's keep it clean. Going at the sound of the toad. And Penley going to be leading us out. Hastings in the 2, and a gaggle of cars getting it wrong off that switchback. Watching center, guys. Watching center, watching center. It is clear. Marshal up front, please. Thank you, Mr. Saw. One there, Mr. Saw, Mr. Saw. One behind you there as well. Yep. Watching center, guys. Watching center, watching center, watching center. Kyle Penley leading out. Cody Penley in the 2. The Penley boys with Hastings in the 3. Top 3 working their way in front of the driver's stand. With Theobald in the 4. First, second, third, and 4th. Doing a little bit of a breakaway. It looks like Byers Rockwell, Isagulian, and Amrozowitz. To the backside triple, Kyle Penley leading out. Cody in the 2. Cody going big on the back triple section. Hastings in tow, waiting to pick up some pieces with 1:15 in 3:45 to go, first, second, and third. Off the end of straightaway, through the center section. Coming through the backside double by the timing scoreboard. They are working. Cody wants a shot at Kyle. Oh boy, Kyle gets it wrong in the center. Hastings goes around the outside. So now Cody Penley putting in the laps. Leading out in your B main event. Hastings in the 2, Kyle in the 3, with Theobald in the 4. Oh my goodness. Mike gets to the inside on Cody. So now Mike Hastings in the top spot. He pushes it wide. Kyle goes back to the inside. So first, second, and third gonna have to work together. And then Cody gets into Mike, which puts Theobald now up into the top 3. Mike gonna get a rough lap on that one. Gonna fall back to the top 4. And then Kyle puts it upside down. Here comes Cody. Goodness gracious. Cody on top, and then Theobald gets it wrong. Marshall out front. It is clear. That was helpful. Thank you very much. Now Cody Penley going to be leading out. Kyle going to be in the 2. Theobald in the 3. Byers, Hastings. Byers gets it wrong. Watch it out front. Nicely done, Nick. Good job. Race number 4 on track. Race number 5, Novice A main event. You are going to be up next. Novice A main event. You are going to be up next. Kyle Penley leading out. Cody Penley in the 2. Theobald in the 3. Mr. Helsel, that'll be a leader. And coming up on you next. Nicely done. Good job, Josh. Thank you very much. And Cody gets it wrong. Marshall out front. Mr. Lynn, thank you very much. Watch your areas, guys. Watch your areas. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. It is Kyle Penley leading out. Theobald now into the top 2. Cody going to drop it to the 3. Watch it front timing scoring. Marshall front timing scoring. Oh boy. Watch out for Hastings. Nicely done, guys. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Myers getting it wrong. That'll be leader with there, Mike. Please hold your line with 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Kyle Penley leading out. Cody in the 2. Shane in the 3. Looks like Mike Hastings now find his way back up into the top 4. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. It is clear. Race number 5, Novice A main event. You are going to be up next. Novice A main event. You are going to be up next. With under 30 to go, drivers under 30 to go. Kyle Penley leading out. Cody Penley in the 2. Shane Theobald in the 3. That'll be 4th working there. Josh, please hold your line. Nicely done. Mr. Rockwell, that is 4th working with you. Please hold your line with under 15 to go. Drivers under 15 to go. Hastings, Isagulian, DeCock. Byers and Rosewitz. Watch back triple. Watch back triple. It is clear. With less than 5. Drivers less than 5. And that'll be time. Everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. Cody Penley in final transfer. You are done. And Rosewitz, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshals, please don't go anywhere. Theobald, you are done. Hastings, you are done in the top 4. Watch it for the driver's stand. Watch for the driver's stand. Thank you, Mr. Russell. Isagulian, you are done. Helsel, you are done. Waiting on Pendley, DeCock, and Byers. Waiting on 2. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, gonna grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 5. Novice A main coming up at you next. Pendley and Pendley. You guys are in that A main event. Race number 5, Novice A main event. You guys are up next. Novice A main event. You are up next. Drivers for race number 4. I need you guys back on the track to corner marshal. Drivers for race 4. Back on the track to corner marshal, please. novice A main event drivers, you guys and gal can roll them out. Check them in. Marshals to your spots.
Elena Ash. Harry Royal.
Be Cody
Fred
Penley
Vaca.
on the pole.
Trendy Stanley.
Daniel
Steve Meyer.
Segulian on the 2. Martin Guevara on the 3. Fred Vaca on the 4. Steve Meyer on the 5. Elena Ash on the 6. Kerry Royal on the 7. And Trennis Stanley on the 8. Marshals to your spots, please.
Daniel Isaac Hallian.
Mr. DeCock, I need you over on number 6 for me, please. Thank you very much.
Martin Guevara.
You know, Marshall in the center, watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center. And with that being said, Mr. Vaca, no more laps. You are good. No more laps. Go and get our cars lined up. Thank you, Mr. Vaca. Appreciate that.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh, it is Penley on the pole. Brown chicken, brown cow. Chris, you want to help out my cars here, please? Isagulian on the 2. Guevara on the 3. Fred Vaca on the 4.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Steve Meyer on the 5. Elena Ash on the 6. Kerry Royale on the 7. Easy turbo. Stanley on the 8. Novice
30 seconds to the
main
start of the
event.
race.
You kids know the gig. Let's have a little fun. I got all my marshalling spots covered. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Sound of the tone. You're locked and loaded. Vaca looks to the inside. Early on, pulls it into the top. 3, grabs a fistful of throttle. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. It is clear. Your top 2 front runners, Isagulian and Penley, leading out. Vaca going to be in the 3. Ash in the 4. Watch the back triple. Marshall in the back triple. Marshall in the back triple. It is clear. Lynn Ash now going to find her way into the 3. Vaca going to be in the 4th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Down the front straightaway they go. It is Penley leading out. Isagulian in the 2. Guevara in the 3. Meyer in the 4. Vaca in the 5. 1 minute in, 4 to go. Race number 6. Mini Grom. Mini Grom. You guys are up next. Thank you, Mr. Theobald. Your leader is going to be Cody Penley leading out. Daniel Isagulian in that 2 spot. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. Appreciate that. Martin Guevara in the 3. Meyer in the 4. Vaca going to be sitting in my top 5. Now Vaca trying to set his sights on Meyer. Race number 6. Mini Grom. You're up next. Isagulian getting it wrong. Guevara now going to find his way up into the top 2. Isagulian going to drop it to the 3 spot. Mini Grom. You're up next. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. 2 and 3 to go. Watch our front, guys. Watch our front. Thank you, Mr. Helsel. Nicely done. Cody Penley leading us out. Guevara in the 2. Thank you, Mr. DeCock. Isagulian in the 3. Meyer and Vaca going at it. Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, boy. .245 in, 2:15 to go. Keep it clean, kids. Keep it clean. Your leader, Cody Penley. Vaca and Meyer going at it. Vaca threads the needle, grabs the fistful of throttle, pushes it sideways. That'll be 4th and 5th working you there. Mr. Royal, please hold your line. Cody Penley leading out. Penley in another zip code. Guevara in the 2 spot. Isagulian in front of timing scoring. Down the straightaway. Into 3. Eastigoolian starting to see Meyer in his rearview mirror. And don't count out Vaca. Vaca rocking the all orange. Eastigoolian puts it upside down. Meyer spins it sideways. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th working through the slant straightaways. To the back triple section they go. Now Vaca looking to the inside on Meyer. Let's keep it clean, kids. Eastigoolian spins it sideways. Meyer going to drop it to the 4. Eastigoolian looks like he lost steering. That car is dead. Going to pull that one off. Rough bit of luck for Eastigoolian. Vaca getting it wrong. Now Meyer going to challenge out from the top 3. So Meyer and Vaca going at it for 3rd and 4th through the slant straightaways. Backside triple they go. Meyer getting it wrong. Vaca spins it around like a record with 35 seconds to go. Vaca pulling into 3. Meyer in the 4. Guevara. Now Guevara finding his way up into the top spot. Penley going to drop it to the 2. So Martin Guevara with the red stadium truck out of nowhere pulls up on Penley with less than five drivers. Vaca got to keep it rubber side down. Is he going to get by for another? Nada. Going to get chopped at the line. Taking home a well-deserved 3. That is time. Mr. Vaca, you are done. Meyer, you're done. Guevara, you're done. Penley, you're done. Everyone else will be done when you cross start finish line. I'm waiting on Stanley, Ash, and Royal. Waiting on 3. I'm waiting on 3. Good race, novice drivers. Waiting on 1. I'm waiting on 1. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Marshals, don't go anywhere. Still waiting on 1. Good job, Mr. Stanley. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals are going to grab those blowers, start blowing off your areas. Guevara taking the win. Penley in the 2. Vaca in the 3. Meyer, Ash, Royal, and Stanley rounding out my top 7. Novice drivers, I need all 8 of you back on the track. Corner marshal, novice drivers, I need all 8 of you back on the track. Corner marshal for me, please. Race number 6, Mini Grom. Mini Grom. Mini Grom. You're up next. What up, cuz? Well, the red stadium truck went by you. He was in 2nd.
Go back to the video, but looking at his laps, he didn't have anything excessive. Threw a fatty whip.
All right, Mini Grom, roll them out, check them in. Mini Grom, roll them out, check them in. All my marshals on the track.
More style, the better.
It's Foisey, McDonald, Byers, Valenci, and Rosowitz and Brown. We'll need quite a few volunteers after this race to help
Michael
me out.
Anderson.
And
Nick
with that
Valienza.
being said,
Brandon Boise. James McDonald.
no more laps.
Chris
No more laps.
Byers.
Get our cars lined up. No more laps. Get our cars lined up, please.
I should run this class.
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Y'all know the routine.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Going at the sound of the toad. Watching center, guys. Watching center, watching center, watching center. We'll need quite a few volunteer marshals after this race to help me out. Let's settle it in, Mini Grom drivers. Byers leading out. McDonald in the 2. McDonald now finding his way up on top. Byers going to drop it to the 2. Foisey in the 3. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Elena. Yep. I don't know where, but yes, we are going to dinner. I would ask Scott. Ask Scott where we are going. I have no idea. McDonald leading out. Byers in that 2 spot. Foisey in the 3. First, second, and third. Working through this intersection. Looks like Valencia in the 4. And Rosewitz in the 5. Race number 7. Short course. A main event. You are up next. Short course, A main event. You are up next. Out front, it is still going to be, oh my goodness, going to be James McDonald leading out. Byers and Foisey going at it, first, second, and third. And that car is broken. Go and pull that car off. Go and pull that car off. McDonald still leading out. Foisey now finding his way up into the 2. Going to set his sights on McDonald. Byers going to drop it to the 3. Watch coming by start finish line. Foisey and McDonald off the end of the straightaway they go. Now Foisey going to take over the top spot. McDonald going to drop it to the 2 with 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. It is Foisey leading out. McDonald going to be in that 2 spot. Byers in the 3. Valencia in the 4. And everyone else taking a knee. Race number 7. Short course. You guys are going to be up next. I will need about 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 7. 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 7. Foisey leading out. McDonald in that 2. Watch front straightaway, watch front straightaway. Thank you, Kerry. With under 25 to go, drivers under 25 to go, I will need 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race. 3 volunteer corner marshals. With less than 10, less than 10. Foisey, McDonald, and Byers. That'll be time on the master clock, everybody. We don't need to cross our finish line. McDonald, you are done. Valencia, you are done in the top 4. Mr. Byers in the 3, you are done. Waiting on 1, waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall can grab those blowers, start blowing off your areas. Race number 7 Short course, main event coming up at you next. Drivers from race number 6. Turn them off, put them down, find your marshalling spot. Cody. Lap number 9. All right. Mini Grom. Mini Grom. Hold your cars while the blowers are on the track, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Meyer. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Again, I'm going to need 3 volunteer corner marshals. 3 volunteer corner marshals. Let's go ahead.
Kyle Ash.
Roll them out.
Benji Tolbert. 1 minute to the start of the race. Bob Goodwin. Brian Russell.
Need somebody on
Andrew
5,
Bryant.
somebody on 6. Looking for 2 volunteer corner
Sean
marshals.
Gordon.
Your qualifying order will be
Brooks Canfield.
Benji Tolbert on the 7, Brian Russell on the 6, Bob Goodwill on the
45
5,
seconds
Andrew
to the
Bryan
start
on
of
the
the
4, Sean Horton on the 3, Brooks Canfield on the 2, and Kyle Ash on the pole.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
And Russell last one by start finish line. No more laps. Line up the cars. Race number 7 on deck. Race number 8. Who might that
15
be?
seconds to the start of the race.
Well, that's going to be our vintage lock timing. Main event. I will need quite a few volunteer
Less
corner
than 5.
marshals to help me out with race number 8 and 9. Got a couple guys going back to back, so any and all volunteer corner marshaling will be greatly appreciated. Let's get our cars lined up. Por favor. Oh. All right. Short course. Bumping is banging, banging is bumping. I approve the door bumping, but let's keep it clean. Have a good, solid race. You guys know the routine. At the sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Tolbert looks to the inside on Russell early on. Nice, nice, nice. Game on. Horton puts it upside down. Going to drop from the 4 all the way back down to the 8. Out front, it is going to be Kyle Ash, Brooks Canfield, everybody's favorite 6-pack, not just the Bud Light. In the 2, Marshall out front. Goodwill in the 3. It's like Russell in the 4, Horton in the 5, Russell and Horton. How wooed. It is Kyle Ash leading out. Canfield in the 2. Goodwill got a rear view mirror of Horton knocking on his back door with Bryant and Russell. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th off the end of the straightaway they go. Horton looking high, looking low. Goodwill shutting the door everywhere he's going to go. Make him work for it. Meanwhile, Kyle Ash popping to the beat in his head. Canfield in the 2. Goodwill, Horton, and Bryant, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Off the end of the straightaway they go. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Race number 8, vintage. Main event. You cats are up next. Horton looking to the inside on Goodwill. Can't go around the outside. Goodwill pushes it wide, gets back to the inside. Through the drop down they go. Goodwill, Horton, and Bryant all going at it. In front of timing and scoring. Down the front straightaway they go. It is Kyle Ash leading out. Canfield in the 2. Goodwill, Horton, and Bryant. 3rd, 4th, 5th. To the backside triple they go. Bryant goes nose high. Keeps it alive for another lap. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Benji, that'll be leader to work with you. Feel free to make him work for it. It is Kyle Ash, large and in charge. Brooks Canfield in the 2. Goodwill gets it wrong. Horton around the outside. Now Horton going to find his way into the top 3. Goodwill going to give chase in the 4. Brian in the 5 with 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Watch back jump section. That'll be second work there. Benji, you know what to do. Horton and Goodwill going at it through the slant straightaways. Oh my goodness, parachute a la. Not happy on Horton. So now Goodwill going to find his way back up into the top 3. Horton going to drop it to the 4. With a little bit of a rough marshal out of James C. But I applaud the effort. Benji going tripod on me. Little tip from Uncle Earl, Benji. All 4 wheels. Canfield in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. Horton in the 4. Brian in the 5. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Working through the back. Triple section they go. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. I am going to need quite a few volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 8. As I have 1 going back to back. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marshals. I'll need 3 volunteer corner marshals. 3 volunteer corner marshals. Help me out, race number 8. Horton starting to give chase on Goodwill. In front of timing scoring they go. Down the front straightaway. Goodwill in the 3. Horton in the 4. Horton all over the back door of Goodwill like white on rice. Coming into the slow. Horton and Goodwill get into one another. And game on. Incidental contact on that one. With 4:40 left, 20 seconds left to go. Goodwill back into the 3. Horton in the 4. Brian in the 5. With less than 10. Canfield will get by for 1 more, and it's going to be a race to the line for everybody. That'll be time on the master clock. Everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. Kyle Ash going to seal the deal, take the win. You are done. Goodwill in a hard-fought 3. You are done. Horton in the 4. You are done. Everyone else will be done as you cross our finish line. And that is a race. I'll stop. I know how to do this. Relax. All right, taking the win, Kyle Ash. Canfield in the 2, Goodwill in the 3, Horton in the 4, Russell and Bryant. Tolbert going to round out my top 7. Drivers from race number 7. Turn them off. I need you guys back out on the track. Corner marshal, please. Race number 8, Vintage. Roll them out, check them in.
Kyle Ash.
Marshals to your spots,
Candy
please.
Corn. James McDonald. I hate Paul. Mike DeCock.
I am going to be looking for... I got looking for 1
1 minute to the
marshal
start of the
in
race.
front of the driver's stand. 1 marshal in front of the driver's stand. 1 marshal on cone number 2. 1 marshal on cone number 2.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And DeCock, last one by start finish line. DeCock, last one by start finish line. No more laps. It is DeCock on the 6, Foisey on the 5, Ash on the 4, McDonald on the 3, Cornwell on the 2.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Leffler on the pole. Looking
Brandon
for
Foisey.
1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 2. Looking for one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 2.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you, Mr. C. Appreciate that.
Less than 5.
Race number 8 on deck. Vintage, A main event, drivers ready, marshals ready. Sound of the tone. And we're locked and loaded. Race number 9, Stadium Truck. You will be up next. McDonald trying to find a way inside on Cornwell early on. Cornwell gets it spun around. Meanwhile, Jimmy Leff, rocking the all black, leading out. Ash in the 2. And then Leffler goes dead. I got a dead car. Let's go and pull that car. Go and pull that car. Oh, I got no words. That's almost like a Paul Weir moment. Kyle Ash leading out. Kevin Cornwell in the 2. McDonald in the 3. Foisey in the 4. DeCock in the 5. Oh, goodness gracious. Race number 8 on track. Race number 9. Stadium Truck, you guys are up next. Race number 9. Stadium Truck, you guys are up next. I will need several volunteers to help me out with race number 9, as I have one going back to back. Actually, 2 going back to back. So, anybody looking for some good marshalling karma? Will be needed. Kyle Ash leading out with the 10T. Cornwell in the 2. McDonald in the 3. Foisey in the 4. Closest battle will be 3rd and 4th between McDonald and Foisey. Working through the pitcher's mound. There you go. Hey, Leffler, are you going to Disneyland? Oh, live at 5. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. It is Kyle Ash on top. Kevin Cornwell in the 2. McDonald going to be sitting in the top 3. Brandon Foisey in the 4. Mike DeCock in the 5. Jimmy Leffler rounding out my top 6. Race number 8 on track. Race number 9. Stadium Truck. A main event. That's going to be Kyle Ash, Brian Day, Bob Goodwill, Justin Clark, Kyle Penley, and Brandon Foisey. You kids will be up next. Marshall, Elena. Thank you very much. Good job. Again, huge thanks to all of my volunteer marshals for hopping out there helping me out. I will be needing lots of volunteers after this race and after race number 9, and then should be pseudo good, but you never know. Cornwell and McDonald through the back triple section they go. McDonald giving chase to Cornwell. Ooh. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Kyle Ash on top. Kevin Cornwell in the 2. McDonald in the 3. Foisey in the 4. DeCock going to be rounding out my top 5. Race number 9. Stadium Truck A main event. That'll be Ash, Day, Goodwill, Clark, Penley, and Foisey. Kids will be up in about 5 minutes. Thank you, Mr. DeCock. Race 8 on track. Kevin Cornwell sitting in that 2 spot. McDonald in the 3. That'll be your battle for 2nd and 3rd. Through the back triple section they go. Oh, Cornwell gets it upside down. McDonald gets it upside down. Horton, the marshal of the day, gets them both marshaled back out. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Thank you, Brooks. Appreciate that. Kyle Ash leading out. Through the slant, straightaways they go. is Ash, Cornwell, McDonald, Foisey, and DeCock. Going to be leading out with under 15 seconds to go. Under 15 seconds to go. Race number 9. Stadium Truck A main event. You are going to be up next. Stadium Truck A main. You'll be up next. Thank you, Juan. We'll need about 3 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with race number 9. And everybody will be done as you cross our finish line. That will be time. Finish the lap you are on. Ash going to take the win. Cornwell in the 2. McDonald in a 3. Foisey and DeCock. You guys are done. Waiting on 3. Waiting on 3. Waiting on 2. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers, start blowing off your areas. Race number 9, Stadium Truck A main event. You are up next. Drivers from race number 8. Turn them off, put them down. Need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 8. You guys back on the track. Corner marshal for me, please. We'll need about 3 volunteer corner marshals. About 3 volunteer corner marshals. Help me out with race number 9. Benji to 1. All the way to 1, buddy. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, I am looking for 2 volunteer marshals. Let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
Kyle Ash, Bob Goodwill, Justin Clark, Kyle Pendley. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for 2 marshals, please. Looking for 2 volunteer marshals. It's Foisey on the 6, Pendley on the 5, Clark on the 4, Goodwill on the 3,
30
Day
seconds
on
to
the
the start
2,
of the race.
Ash on
Been
the
there,
4.
done that.
Thank you, Chase. Need somebody on cone 0. I need a volunteer marshal on cone 0. Clark, last
Brandon
one by
Foisey.
start finish line. Need a volunteer quarter marshal on cone 0. No more laps.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you, Mr. Helsel. You are the best.
Less than 5.
Race number 9, Stadium Truck A main event. Coming at you in all its glory and valor. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Let's keep it clean, going to the sound of the tone. All right, we're off and running. Kyle Ash going to be leading us out. Brian Day in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. Clark, Pendley, and Foisey. Kyle Ash leading us out. Brian Day going to be in that 2. Foisey, Pendley, and Goodwill. Goodwill trying to go over the top. 3-car dance for 3rd. In front of timing and scoring. Pendley gets into Foisey. Spins him around like a record. Goodwill looking around the outside. Looks to the inside. Nice move by Bob. Picks up the top 4. Going to set his sights on Foisey in the 3. Leader is going to be Kyle Ash. Brian Day in that 2. Foisey puts upside down. Left right there to get him. Bob Goodwill going to be leading out in the top 3. Race number 9 on track. I will need quite a few volunteer marshals after this race as I have a bunch of guys going back to back. Maybe not back to back, but definitely not enough marshals to fill every spot, so I'll probably need about 3 volunteer marshals. Kyle Ash leading us out. Brian Day keeping him legal. In front of timing and scoring they go. Off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Elena. Goodwill in the 3. Clark in the 4. Foisey and Pendley going to round out my top 6. 130 in, 330 to go. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Appreciate y'all coming on out. Hopefully y'all having a fun time in round 4 of our Saturday Spring Series. Kyle Ash on top, Brian Day in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Ash puts it upside down. Day not able to capitalize. Goodwill in the 3. Clark in the 4, Foisey in the 5, Penley in the 6. It is Kyle Ash leading out. Day in the 2. Goodwill now starting to set his sights up on Day. Gentlemen holding the children on the driver's stand. You guys need to be holding them back, not up on the ledge. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That makes me nervous when you guys are up there like that. Thank you very much, guys. Kyle Ash leading out, Brian Day in that 2 spot. Goodwill in the 3. .330 in, 1:30 to go. Race number 10. 21.5 lock timing, a main event. You guys are up next. I will need quite a few volunteers to help me out with race number 10. Ash on top. Brian Day in that 2 spot. Goodwill going big. Clark in the 4. Clark and Foisey going at it for 4 and 5. Through the back triple section they go. Foisey now going to pick up the top 4 over Clark. Race number 10 coming at you next. 21.5 lock timing, a main event. And Cats are up next. Watch it, Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Appreciate that. With 45 seconds left to go. Stadium Truck, a main event. It is Kyle Ash on top. B-Day in the 2, Goodwill in the 3. Foisey and Clark going at it. Marshall out front, Elena. Marshall out front, Benji. Thank you, Mike. I know you got lured in the soothing sounds of my voice. I have that ability. Coming at you, slow jams. Here on a soothing Saturday afternoon. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Starting to wind this one down. It's all Kyle Ash. Oh boy. Time has expired. Everybody will be done to cross our finish line. Kyle Ash, you are done. Taking on the top spot. Goodwill in the 3. You are done. Everybody else will be done when you cross our finish line. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Thank you, Kevin. Foisey taking home the 4. You are done. Waiting on 1, waiting on 1, waiting on 1. And that is the race. All stop. Marshall will grab those blowers. Taking the win, Kyle Ash. Brian Day in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. Foisey in the 4. Clark and Penley rounding out top 6. Race number 10. 21.5 lock timing. Let's hold our cars, guys. Hold our cars while the blowers are on the track. Thank you very much. And again, I am going to need a good 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 10. Looking for lots of volunteer marshals to help me out with race number 10. Race number 10 can roll them out. Check them in. It is
James
Cody
Hastings,
Penley
Luke
on
Hastings,
the 10, Kyle
Ryan
Penley
Russell,
on the 9,
Kyle Penley,
Ronnie Goss
Romero,
on the 8,
Ronnie
Luke
Goss,
Hastings on
Cody
the
Penley,
7,
Phil Rowan.
Tim Romero on
Sean
the
Horton.
6, Phil Rowan on the 5, Brian Russell on the 4, Jace Hastings on the 3, Sean Horton on the 2, and on the pole will be James C.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Stadium truck drivers, I need you guys back on the track. I got Foisey, I got Ash, I got Day, I got East Julian, help me out. I got Clark right there.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And with that, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. We'll get our cars lined up, no more laps. Let's get our cars lined up.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I am looking for one volunteer quarter marshal on cone number 1. One volunteer quarter marshal on cone number 1. One volunteer quarter marshal on cone number 1.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I am well ahead of my time schedule. I
Less
need
than 5.
one volunteer marshal on cone number 1 in the center, please. Cars gridded up. We are cleared for takeoff. You guys can kick back until I get a volunteer marshal out there. Thank you to my volunteers. Thank you, Daniel, for hopping out there. Thank you, Mr. Helsel. Thank you, Mr. Helsel. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Juan. All right, 21.5, lock timing, A main event. Take a breath. Just keep it clean. Good racing at the sound of the tone. And we're locked and loaded. Nice, good start. Watch it out front, watch it out front, watch out front. Got a car going sideways. It is clear. Your posted are going to be leading us out. That is James C. He's got a rear view mirror of Hastings and Horton. First, second, third, doing a little bit of a breakaway. Down the front straightaway they go. Hastings in the 4, Russell in the 5, Penley watching center, watching center, watching center. Thank you, Kyle. Back out of front, it is going to be James C. He's got Hastings rolling along sideways. First, second, third, through the back triple section they go. Horton flatlands it. Hastings goes around the outside on C. So now it is going to be Jace Hastings on top. James C in the 2, Sean Horton into 3. Luke going to be in the top 4. Let's keep it clean out front, guys. Nicely done, Mr. Helsel. First, second, third, fourth. Working through the back jump section they go. Nicely done, Jace and Luke. Good job, guys. Russell sticking his nose up there. Year leader going to be Jace Hastings. Working through the pitcher's mound he goes. Sean Horton in the 2. James C in the 3. Luke going to be in the 4. Russell in the 5. Penley in the 6. Rowan in the 7. With a minute 30 in. Marshall out front of the pitcher's mound. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. Jace Hastings on top. Through the back triple section they go. Race number 11. Two-wheel drive expert stock. A main event coming up at you next. It is Jace Hastings. Down the front straightaway he goes. Sean Horton in the 2. James C in the 3. Kyle Penley moving on up from bumping in into the top 4 with Rowan in the 5. Russell in the 6. Luke going to be in the 7. Goss in the 8. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Leader right now going to be the all-white in front of timing scoring. Down the front straightaway in front of the driver's stand. The blue and graphite of Horton going to be in the 3. The all-white of C going to be in the 3. Penley with the pink. In the top 4. Luke going to be in the 5. Goss going to be in the 6. Jace Hastings leading out. In front of the driver's stand he goes. Sean Horton in the 2. James C in the 3. Kyle Penley in the 4. Rowan in the 5. Russell going to be in the top 6. Luke going to be in the 7. Goss going to be in the 8. Romero in the 9. Cody Penley going to be in my top 10. Marshall out front. Thank you, Daniel. That was Luke putting it upside down. Goss gets it wrong and settles it back in. With 3 minutes in, 2 to go. You're watching your two-wheel drive, 21.5 lock timing A main event, round 4, Saturday Spring Series. Your leader is going to be Jace Hastings. Coming up on Cody, you'll have the leader coming up on you. Tim, you'll have the leader working with you. That'll be second working leader next. Tim, please hold your line. Nicely done. Your leader, Jace Hastings, working his way through the slant straightaways. Coming up on Cody Penley. That'll be leader working with you. Sean Horton in the 2. James C. in the top 3. Nicely done, Jace. Good job. Watch it in the center. Watch it in the center. Good job, Mr. Helsel. Tim, you'll have third working with you next. Please hold your line. Rowan now finds way up into the top 4. Penley puts it upside down. Russell going to find his way into the top 5 now. Penley going to settle into the top 6. Marshall out front. Kyle. Thank you very much. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is Jace Hastings leading out, working his way in front of timing and scoring. Ross and Penley going out. That'll be second work with you guys. Please hold your line. Ronnie Goss and Penley. That'll be second work with you. Please hold your line. Nicely done. Rowan in the 4. Russell in the 5. James C. going to be in my top 3 with 35 seconds to go. Two-wheel drive expert stock. Race number 11. You will be up next. Jace Hastings leading out. Pick up Hastings right now, working off the end of the straightaway in the center section. Back by timing scoring. Horton hooks up a pipe. C not able to capitalize. Marshall in the center. Marshall in the center. It is clear. That'll be second working with you guys. Please hold your line with less than 5. Horton puts it upside down. In front of Romero with time winding out. Nicely done, Jace. Going to coast by. Taking his win lap. That is time. You guys will be done when you cross our finish line. Hastings, you are done. Goss, you're done. Penley, you're done. Horton, you're done. C, you're done. Thank you, Scotty. Everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. Rowan, you are done. Waiting on Penley. Waiting on Jace. And Luke. Waiting on 1. Waiting on Luke. Waiting on 1. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall grab those blowers, taking the win. Jace Hastings, Horton in the 2, C in the 3, Rowan in the 4, Russell, Penley, Hastings, Goss, Penley, Romero. Your finishing order. Race number 10 in the books. Race number 11, two-wheel drive expert stock. You are up next. Juan, you're going to go to cone number 2. Drivers from race number 10. Turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track, corner marshal. I have nobody going back to back. I need you all back on the track, corner marshal, please. All right, marshals to your spots, marshals to your spots. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Qualifying in the 10 spot will be Nils Clinshaw in the 9. Paul Weir in the 8.
Brooks Canfield.
Mike Sora in the 7, Brian Day in the 6, Mitchell Berkey in the 5, Caden C in the 4, Brooks Canfield
1 minute
in the
to the start of the
3,
race.
The Deal in the 2, Kyle Ash, and on the pole will be Diego Bettenker.
Being there, done that.
Canfield last one by start finish line,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
and no more laps. I have all my marshalling spots covered. We are looking cleared for takeoff. Yes, we are.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Get our cars lined up.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Where
Less
is
than 5.
Diego? Well, you have 1 minute. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Round 4 of your Saturday Spring Series here at Hobby Action Raceway. You have 20 seconds to line up the car.
Little Raccoon.
Bettenker leading us out. Ash in the 2. The Deal in the 3. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Mr. Penley. Watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. Nicely done, Cody. Watch in center, guys. Watch in center. I need a Marshall in the center, please. Marshall in the center. Oh, boy. Diego Bettenker leading us out. Kyle Ash in the 2. The Deal in the 3. And it is Caden C. and Brian Day going at it for 4 and 5. Bettenker leading out. And then you got Clenshaw, Berkey, Sora, Canfield. Let's keep it clean, kids. Watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. Nicely done, work together. Diego Bettenker working his way through the back markers. Kyle Ash in that 2 spot. Brian Day now going to find his way up into the top 3 with Willie Smith and C, 3, 4, and 5. Working down the front straightaway they go. Caden C now going to find his way into the top 3. Kyle Ash working with Paul Weir, that is leader, working with their Mike. Watching the back triple. Kyle Ash leading out. Rough lap out of Bettenker. Going to drop to the 2. With Caden C in the 3. Watch it out front, guys. It is clear. Kyle Ash on top. Diego Bettenker in the 2. Caden C in the 3. Day, Deal, Berkey, Clenshaw. Watch back triple, guys. Watch back triple. Kyle Ash leading out. Diego Bettenker in that 2 spot. In the 3. Looks to be Brian Day. Willie Smith in the 4. The Caden C in the 5. Berkey in the 6. Sora in the 7. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Somebody on the wall. That was impressive. That was Diego Bettenker parking it up on the wall. That'll be 2nd and 3rd working there, Nils, with Caden C working with you as well. Watch coming in the back jump section is through. Good job, Nils, and game on. Kyle Ash leading out through the back jump section. In the 2 is going to be Diego Bettenker. Watch it in center, guys. In the 3 will be Brian Day. Caden C in the 4. The Deal in the 5. Berkey in the 6. Sora in the 7. Weir in the 8. Clenshaw and Canfield all going at it. With 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Kyle Ash. Back by timing and scoring. He's got a good 5.5 second lead on Diego Bettenker in the 2. In the 3 is going to be Brian Day with Caden C in the 4. That'll be your battle going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Down the front straightaway they go. It is Brian Day, Caden C, and the Deal. Going at it through the center section. Caden C looking high, looking low on Brian Day. Through the back double section, coming through the slant straightaways. Day in the 3, C in the 4, Smith in the 5. With 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Berkey in the 6, Sora in the 7. Watch back triple, it is clear. Good job, Nils. Leader coming up on you, Nils. You know what to do. Good job, and game on. You're back in line. Watch in the center, guys. Watch in the center. It's like C and Day getting into it. C going to drop to the top 5 now. The Deal going to find his way into the top 4. Day sitting in the 3 spot. Berkey going to be in the 6. Sora in the 7. Marshall out front. Kyle. Watch in the center. Watch in the center. It is clear. Nicely done. With 45 seconds to go, it is all Kyle Ash leading out. Watching the pitcher's mound. Watching the pitcher's mound. It is clear. That was Willie getting upside down. Caden now going to find his way up in the top 4. Marshall out front. Cody. Thank you, James. With 25 seconds left to go, 25 seconds left to go, Marshall in the center. It is clear. Race number 12. 17.5 lock timing A main event. You will be up next with under 15 to go. Under 15 to go. It is clear. Kyle Ash leading out. Diego Bettenker in that 2. Watch it off the back triple. Watch it off the back triple. It is clear. Brian Day in the 3. C in the 4. With time expiring, you will be done. As you cross our finish line, Diego Bettenker, you are done in the 2. Mitchell Berkey, you are done. Paul Weir, you're done. Brian Day, you're done. Nils Crenshaw, you are done. Caden C in the top 4, you are done. Willie Smith in the 5, you are done. Waiting on Canfield. Waiting on 1. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, go grab those blowers. They're blowing off your areas. Kyle Ash taking the win. Bettenker in the 2, Day in the 3. Race number 12, 17.5 lock timing A main event. You are up next. Drivers from race number 11, I'll need you guys back on the track. Corner Marshal, please. Marshals to your spots, please. And race number 12. You can roll them out, check them in.
Jason
Marshals
Hastings,
to your spots.
Ryan
Should
Russell,
not be looking
James
for
McDonald,
any volunteers.
Sean Horton, Bob Goodwin,
Should have
Michael
every
Puchallis,
marshal spot
Andrew
covered.
Bryant, Chucky Stacker, Kickstand, Justin Clark,
It's going to be Knowlton on the 10, Pukowitz on the 9, Russell on the 8, Hastings on the 7, Clark on the 6, Bryant on the 5, Stacker on the 4, Goodwill on the
1
3,
minute to the start of the
Horton
race.
on the 2, McDonald on the pole. Thank you, Kyle. And Pukowitz, the last one by start-finish line.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And no more laps. Marshals to your spot. We'll get our cars lined up. Going to get our cars lined up.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
We'll get our cars lined up.
Less than 5.
You have a minute call. Starting in 1 minute call now. Race number 13, two-wheel drive modified. Be ready to go. Got 30 seconds. Ten seconds. All right, driver's ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone. And we're off and running with our 17.5 lock timing. A main event. Top three doing a little bit of breakaway. That is McDonald, Horton, and Goodwill. Stacker in the 4. Oh, boy. Brian doing the 50-50 rail grind. McDonald pushing it wide. Horton looking around the outside. Goodwill in the 3, Stacker in the 4. McDonald, Horton, Goodwill. Stacker moves to the inside on too many white cars out there. Goodness gracious. It is James McDonald leading out. Sean Horton in the 2. Looks like Hastings in the 3. Stacker in the 4. Goodwill going to roll it over upside down. He's going to drop to the top 7. Race number 12 on deck. Race number 13, Two-Wheel Mod. Coming to patch you next. Two-Wheel Mod coming to patch you next. Again, thank you so much for everyone coming on out. I don't get a chance to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't forget, States coming at you on Friday and Saturday. Rough bit of luck for Hastings. He was sitting in the top 3. He's going to take a knee for the main event. Leading on deck is going to be Chucky Stacker leading out. McDonald in the 2, Horton in the 3. Looks like Goodwill in the 4. Bryant in the 5. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Mitchell. Appreciate that. 5-car dance through the back triple section they go. McDonald now finding his way around. Stacker. Horton looking to the inside. Oh, the pitcher's mound. Gets to the inside on Stacker. So back out of front is going to be your pole sitter, James McDonald. Horton in the 2. Watch out the straightaway. Oh, Berkey going Jordan on me. Trying to get everybody's car as quickly as possible. Two-Wheel Mod coming up at you next. It is McDonald leading out. Horton in the 2. Bryant now up into the top 3. Goodwill in the 4. Stacker in the 5. Knowlton in the 6. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Two-Wheel Mod coming up at you next. Two-Wheel Mod coming up at you next. Paul Weir, I'll need you up here next. McDonald leading out. Horton in the 2. Bryant now setting his sights on Horton. Stacker going to find his way into the 4 now. Goodwill going to drop it back a spot. He's going to drop it to the 5 with Knowlton in the 6. James McDonald leading out. Horton in the 2. Here comes Andrew Bryant. He's setting his sights on Horton off the end of the straightaway. First, second, and third. Stacker in the 4. Knowlton in the 5. Goodwill in the 6. And then McDonald gets it wrong coming off the end of the short chute. That's going to move Andrew Bryant up on top. Horton in the 2. With McDonald pulling into the top 3. Stacker in the 4. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Marshall out front. Thank you, Mike. Marshall in pitcher's mound. Thank you, Willie. Andrew Bryant leading out. He's got Horton in the 2. McDonald in 3. First, second, and third. Watch out in the straightaway. Justin and Pukowitz. That is leader. Second and third. Coming up on you next. Please hold your line. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Knowlton in the 5. Goodwill in the 6. Russell in the 7. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Watch back triple. Thank you, Caden. Now Sean Horton gonna find his way around Bryant. Let's clean it up, guys. Nicely done. Thank you, Mike. Good job. So second, third, and fourth. That is Bryant, McDonald, and Stacker now. They're coming up on Pukowitz. That'll be battle going on for second, third, and fourth. Please hold your line. Thank you very much. And Horton gets it wrong off the back of the triple. Here comes Bryant again. So first and second, working in front of timing and scoring with under 25 to go. It is Sean Horton leading out. Bryant in the 2. McDonald in the 3. Stacker in the 4. Nicely done. Game on, game on. With less than 10. Everybody getting into one another. Let's clean it up, guys. With less than 5. Doubtful to get by from the line. It's going to be a run to the line. Horton leading out. That is going to be time on the master clock. Justin Clark, you are done. Everybody's going to be done when you cross our finish line. Horton taking the win. Bryant in the 2. Stacker McDonald. Goodwill and Knowlton going at it with Russell in tow. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas, taking the win. Horton, Bryant, Stacker, McDonald. That is a race. Drivers from race number 12, turn them off, put them down. I need you all back out on the track. Corner marshal, please.
Chase Boyd.
Hey, water?
Nope. Water after me. Drivers from race number 12, I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal.
Video.
Race number
Aaron
13,
Brown.
two-wheel drive modified. Coming at you next.
All right, A main modified two-wheel drive buggy. Should to be a good one. All right, marshals to your areas. I need a
Scott's here.
marshal at 1. Marshal at 1, please. If I could get a marshal at 1, that'd be fantastic. All
Should
right, guys,
not
let's
have
get
any
1
volunteers.
minute to the start of the race.
we have them all covered here, I think. Nolan, are you staying on the corner or no? Wait, you are, right? Okay. All right, guys, let's get them checked in.
Jacinth Alaas. I hate Paul. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Zippy. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got a good check, everybody. 7-car dance. Plenty of room out there today. So let's have Lake be the last one across the line. No more laps. Let's get them lined up. Boyd in the
15
1,
seconds to the
Brown
start of the
2,
race.
Lake 3. Deal 4, left 5, Bialowas 6, and Scott Spear in the 7.
Less than 5.
We got a problem up there, fellas? Scott, is that you driving that car or Leffler? All right, marshal's ready, driver's ready. Going at the sound of the tone. All right, it's Mugen X-Ray Associated leading us out. Coming to the center of the track, Chase Boyd into 1, Brown 2, Lake 3. Going to that back triple, here they go. Big air by everybody clears it. Rest of the pack not far behind as Spear goes inside, gets caught up on the little mound that we put around these poles. Scott familiar with the pole, that's for sure. Boyd out front, Brown in the 2, big air by him. Lake in that 3. First lap bid, Chase Boyd, Brown, Lake, your running order. Bialowas, Spear, Deal, left. Oh, left is broke. Oh, there he is, finally made it around. So it looks like Chase Boyd did something wrong. I was looking at the screen, so that's going to put Brown out front, Lake in the 2. Your X-ray is going to be out front, B7 in the 2 as they head into the center of the track. Brown in the all orange. Richard in his signature colors, blue, orange, and yellow. With the flames as Brown heads in this back triple, big air. Lake goes big air. Then in that 3 spot, you've got Scott Spear all the way up from that 7 on the grid. Never count him out. Bialowas in the 4. Chase going to fall to the 5. Deal in the 6 and left in the 7. So Brown into the back triple here. Lake's going to be going into that back triple. He's got Scott Spear right behind him. Those 3 drivers all separated by about a second each. And Bialowas sitting there in the shadows lurking, waiting to make his move with 2 down, 3 to go, guys. 2 down, 3 to go. Brown out front, Lake in the 2, Spear in the 3. Then you got Bialowas 4. Leffler up to that 5. Deal's going to be in the 6, and Boyd's going to be in the 7. He's having a rough heat here. So 2 down, 2 to go. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go, guys. Brown in that triple. I know he made some changes in the pits. Looks like they're paying off for him as he heads into the sweeper. With Richard Lake in tow, the gap was 2.3. It is now 2.3. So they're pretty much dead even as they were the last time around. Spear into 3, Bialis into 4, Leffler into 5. You're going to have the deal. I don't know, something must be wrong with Leffler's transponder. Oh, yeah. All right, Brown, Lake, Spear, your running order. By Alois Boyd, the deal. 4, 5, and 6. Watch behind you, James. Watch behind you. The deal gets caught in the pipes. Brown still in the 1. Lake in the 2. The gap 2.7. Spear lurking in at 3. By Alois in the 4. Brown, Lake, Spear. Consistent. 2.7 is the gap between them. There's really, everybody's pretty spread out right now. I'm assuming Leffler's somewhere in that 4 or 5 spot, but his transponder is broken. Or it's acting funky. Could be plugged in backwards, who knows? Seconds to go, guys. 40 seconds to go. Brown, Lake, Spear, your running order. Brown in the triple. Spear gets around Lake as they head into the triple. Race between 2 friends here as Spear goes into the sweeper. He's going to take over that 2 spot. Lake's going to fall to the 3. Bialis 4, Boyd 5, left 6. Left could be 5, who knows? 5 seconds, drivers, 5 seconds. Race to the line. And that is a race. Spear, you're caught at the line. Boyd's gonna, or Brown's gonna take the win on this one. Lake, you're done, obviously. Everybody cross that line, you will be done. Waiting on Aaron Brown in his white flag lap. And that is a race, that is a race. Marshals, pick up your blowers, please. Blow off your areas.
Thank you. All right, 2 of my drivers. I'm going to need you guys back out on the track, and an extra volunteer will be appreciated. 1 volunteer will be appreciated. 17.5 lock timing. 4-wheel drive. A main event coming up at you next. Final 2 races of the day. Thank you. Ooh. And again, final 2 races of the day. Huge thanks to everyone coming on out. 10-car dance coming at you. I'm going to need 1 volunteer corner marshal. 1 volunteer corner marshal to help me out. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in.
Bob Goodwill.
It's
Nick
going to
Valienzo.
be
Luke
Josh
Hastings.
Helsel on the 10, Luke Hastings on
Josh
the
Helsel.
9,
Joe
Nick
Estes.
Valencia on
Michael
the
Jones.
8, Joe
Pete
Saw
Stantz.
on the 7,
Mike
Brian
Sarnes.
Russell on the
Jace
6,
Hastings.
Chris Knowlton on the 5, Jace Hastings on the 4, Michael Pukowitz on 3, Bob Goodwill on the 2, Mike Sora on the pole. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
1 minute to the start of the race. Brian Russell.
All right, Goodwill, last one by.
45 seconds to the
And
start of
with
the race.
that, let's go ahead and rack them and stack them. No more laps, no more laps. No more laps. Get our cars lined up, please.
.30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Mr. Saw, you need to back up ever so slightly, please. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going to be going at the sound of the tone. Let's keep it clean. Sound of the tone. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I like to see. Good job, drivers. Good job. We're off and running with our 17.5 lock timing four-wheel A main event. Sora pushing it wide. Goodwill to the inside. Sora flips it upside down. Going to have to do some work early on. Goodwill going to be leading us out. Looks like Pukowitz in the 2. Goodwill gets it sideways. Pukowitz now going to take over top spot with Hastings in tow with Saw and Russell. Watch in center, guys. Watch in center. Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. It is clear. Leading us out is going to be Michael Pukowitz. Bob Goodwill in the 2. Watch in the center section. Cheater cone. Don't be moving. It is Pukowitz leading out. Watch out front. It is clear. Hastings in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. Saw in the 4. Russell in the 5. Sora now moving up into the top 6. With kickstand, Hastings, Valenci, all making dances. Watch out the back triple. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate that. Good job, Mr. Helsel. Pukowitz leading out. He's got a rear view mirror full of Chase Hastings. Down the back straightaway they go. In for the driver's stand. In the 3 is going to be Bob Goodwill. Saw in the 4. Russell in the 5. Sora now moving up into the top 6. Going to be setting his sights on 4 and 5. With a minute 30 in, 3:30 to go. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Looking to have everything wrapped up here by 7:25. Watch it off the back triple. Watch off the back triple. Let's keep it clean out there, kiddos. Sora making his way around some other cars. That's going to move him up into the top 5 with Saw in the 6th. That'll be your battle for 4, 5, and 6 between Russell, Sora, and Saw. Bob Goodwill leading out in the top 3. He's got Hastings right in front of him, first, second, and third. Working in front of timing and scoring. Pukowitz pushes it wide. Hastings to the inside. Goodwill waiting to pick up some pieces now. Sora moving up into the top 4. So rough opening laps. Watch front straightaway. Inside, 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 inside on the front straightaway. Thank you, Willie. It is clear. Back out up front. It is going to be Jace Hastings leading out. Pukowitz in the 2. Bob Goodwill in the 3. Sora in the 4. First, second, and third. Working. And for the driver's stand they go with Sora in the top 4. Oh, hey. Russell going to be in the top 5. Saw in the 6. With 2:40 in, 2:20 to go. It is all. Jace Hastings leading out. Pukowitz in that 2 spot coming through the pitcher's mound. Goodwill got a, oh my goodness, denied on that one. That's going to move Sora now up into the top 3. Goodwill going to drop it to the 4. Good run out of everybody going on right now. Thank you, Jimmy. Marshall in the center, Marshall in the center, Marshall in the center. That was Hastings putting it upside down. So now, watch it off the back triple, watch off the back triple. Hastings leading out. Sora now up into the 2. Pukowitz in the 3. Goodwill in the 4. Valenci, that is first, second, third, and fourth. Helsel, first, second, third, and fourth, working with you. Pukowitz and Goodwill get into it. Yes. Watch in the center, guys. Watch in the center. Watch in the back triple, guys. Watch in the back triple. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Thank you, Chase. Still going to be Chase Hastings leading out. Sora in the 2. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. It is going to be Jace Hastings leading out. Mike Sora, that'll be leader in front of you there, Luke, and second behind you. Good job, sir. And game on. Jace Hastings leading out. Mike Sora in the 2. Pukowitz in the 3. Bob Goodwill going to be in the top 4. Russell in the 5. Saw in the 6. kickstand in the 7. With 45 seconds left to go, 45 seconds left to go, you're watching race number 14. Watch the back jump, watch the back jump, watch the back jump, watch the back jump, watch the back jump. Watch the back jump section. Paul, you good? Fantastic. What? He's used to getting it from behind. Under 15 to go, drivers, under 15 to go. It is Jace Hastings leading out. Mike Sora in the 2 with less than 10. Somebody is going to be doing the walk of shame. Oh boy, that is not good. That's going to be time on the master clock. Bob Goodwill, you are done. Luke Hastings, you are done. Everyone else is going to be done. You cross our finish line. Watch back triple, watch back triple, watch back triple. It is clear. Jace Hastings taking the win. You are done. Mike Sora in the 2. You are done. Waiting on Pukowitz. You are already done, by the way, Luke. That is a race. I'll stop, I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. They're blowing off your areas. Jace Hastings taking the win. Sora in the 2. Pukowitz in the 3. Goodwill. Going to round out my top 4. That does conclude race number 14. Race number 15. Final race of the day. 4-wheel drive expert coming up at you next. I'll need all 9 of you drivers back out on the track. Corner Marshall again. Huge thanks to everyone coming out. Hey.
Do I have something left in my cooler down there? Do I have anything left in my cooler? I haven't touched the cooler. Then go grab me something. Okay, thank you. Love you.
Where you come walking up with that, and marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshal to your spots. Final race of the day, 4-wheel drive expert. 13-5.
Transponder 3005805.
Should have 9 drivers on the track. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Don't run over Mr. Guevara for me, though. I don't.
Little Raccoon.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
Brendan Wheatley. Floppy Wop.
Ouch. All right.
Brooks Canfield.
With that being
Dylan Dodge.
said, I'm waiting
Logan
on a couple cars to come on in. So
Been there, done that.
all right. With that being said, no more laps. No more laps. Straightaway is closed. Qualifying in the 8th spot is going to be Bigay. In the 7 is going to be Dylan Dodge. In the 6, Logan Meyer. Oh, and it's even cold. In the 5 is going to be Mitchell Berkey. In the 4, Brooks Canfield. In the 3, Brendan Wheatley. In the 2, Caden C. And on the pole is going to be Diego Bettinger. Oh, he's actually up here on time. So nice. I got all my marshalling spots
1 minute to the
covered.
start
We
of the
are
race.
looking cleared for takeoff. Y'all know the routine. Expert 4-wheel drive coming at you. Sound of the tone. Bettinger C and Wheatley. Oh, Bettinger and C. They bump, they rub, they rub, they bump. Wheatley waiting to pick up some pieces in the top 3 with Canfield, everybody's favorite 6-pack, according to Paul Weir. In the top 3. It is Caden C leading out. Diego Bettinger in the 2. Brendan Wheatley in the 3. Logan Meyer in the 4. Brian Day going to roll up in the top 5. Canfield in the 6. Berkey and Dodge rounding out my field. Race number 15, final race of the day. Have you guys wrapped up by 7:25, even eclipsing last week. Love it. It is Brendan Wheatley now up on top. Oh boy. This is a 4-wheel drive. Takes a look and keeps on ticking. Brendan Wheatley leading out. Diego Bettinger in the 2. Caden C in the 3. Looks like Logan Meyer in the top 4. Canfield in the 5. Stunt Sora in the 6. Berkey in the 7. Dodge in the 8. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out. Sincerely hope you guys will make it out next week, Friday and Saturday, for the 2025 Arizona State Championships. You got to wait. Marshall out front, please. And Caden C going to inherit the lead on that one. Threaded the needle after a rough lap for Wheatley. But Mapache did the nice thing and waited. Nice sportsmanlike conduct. That's what I love to see. You guys are experts after all. It is Caden C leading out. Brendan Wheatley in the 2. Diego Bettenker in the 3. Oh boy. Logan Meyer in the 4. Canfield and Day rounding out my top 6 with a minute 50 in, 3:10 to go. Watch it out front. Wheatley hooking up a pipe. Looks to the inside. Canfield to the inside on that. Nicely done, Brendan. Good job. Back out up front, it is going to be Caden C. Diego Bettenker trying to set his sights on the Llama of C. The Llama. Brendan Wheatley in the 3. Canfield in the 4. Jay in the 5. Logan Meyer going to drop it to the top 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Working through the center section of the track. You guys are ripping and gripping. Back out up front is going to be Floppy Mop. Caden C. Large and in charge. Back by timing and scoring. Diego Bettenker in the 2 spot. Brendan Wheatley got a rear view mirror of Canfield in the 4. Gay in the 5. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Sincerely, hope y'all had a fun time today. Main events will be posted. At least this time I didn't record like 9 hours of footage. So should be just the mains that'll be posted later on. Brendan Wheatley sitting in the top 3. It is, just when Bettenker had a shot at the title, he puts it upside down. So Caden C going to be gapping out again. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Bettenker in the 2. Wheatley and Canfield going at it. Now Canfield going to find his way around Wheatley with Brian Day in the top 5.
Thank you, Nils. Are you going to run states next week? No, sir. Why not? It's a Saturday race. I know. It's a lot more involved. Last time I tried it, yelled out like somebody too bad. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out. We'll see you on the next one.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out, man. Drivers, you got 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is Caden C leading out through the backside triple. Through the pitcher's mound, he goes. Diego Bettenker in that 2 spot. Back in the 3 is going to be Brooks Canfield. Wheatley in the 4. Brian Day in the 5. That'll be your battle right now for 4 and 5. Wheatley and Day down the front straightaway they go. This is so amazing. It's like cleanse the palate. It's making me want to announce even more. 35 seconds left to go. 35 seconds left to go. Now Diego Bettenker setting up some sights on C. C's got to keep it rubber side down. And just like that. Had a chicken bone on that one. With under 20 to go. Drivers under 20 to go. It's all Caden C. Diego Bettenker in the 2. Brooks Canfield in the 3. Brian Day going to find his way into the top 4. Brendan Wheatley going to drop it to the 5. Still good, solid run for Brendan. First time out here. I haven't seen Brendan out here in, ever. So nice to see a new face. That is going to be time on the master clock. Everyone will be done. We cross our finish line. Mr. Dodge, you are done. Caden C taking the win. Berkey, you are done. Diego Bettenker, you are done. Logan Meyer, you are done. Waiting on Canfield, Day, and Wheatley. And with that being said, waiting on one, that is a race by 7:22. Man, that is the last race. Again, thanks so much for everyone coming on out. Hopefully y'all had a fun time today. Appreciate y'all coming out. Track is obviously closed. Oh, it's Riley? Oh, okay. We'll let Riley take a couple laps. Wah, wah.